gorgeous people. Welcome to Let Me Tell You. I am Miss Deeds and I'm your host, and I have some exciting news for y'all. I am starting Mental Health Mondays. Mental Health Monday is going to be a weekly check-in, a moment to slow down, and a reminder that your mental health matters just as much as anything on your to-do list. If you are into real conversations, emotional honesty, and showing up imperfectly but intentionally, you are in the perfect place. In this non-stop world that we live in, pausing almost feels like a radical act. Like something so outrageous that people will actually question you if you stop to take a breath. If you rest, if you say, this can wait, because right now I need to check in with myself. You know, we are conditioned to hustle. We're in motion constantly, striving, proving, pushing. You know, we fill every minute with noise and action, afraid that if we stop even for a second, we'll fall behind. That we'll look lazy or selfish, right? That people will say this to us, when in reality, it's actually just us saying that to ourselves. You know what I mean? Sometimes the voice putting on the most pressure isn't the world's. It's your own. It's the beliefs that you have picked up long ago about what it means to be valuable and productive or to be enough, right? Here's the truth. Pausing is not weakness, okay? It is not failure. It isn't falling behind. Pausing is self-respect. It's choosing to protect your peace in a world that profits off of your burnout. And it's whispering to yourself that I matter too. We all need to pause. Not once a year on vacation, not when we break down, but regularly and intentionally, okay? It will change your life if you start to implement these moments of serenity into your day, you know? Because when we push ourselves past the point of exhaustion, we pour 6 cups of coffee into a system that's actually still craving stillness. We don't even realize how overstimulated we are until silence feels uncomfortable. We're impulsive creatures by design, right? We want everything now. Our food now, our love now, our everything now, dopamine now. That's why we have all this social media that's everything you can have now. We're actually sold this idea that faster is better. Faster delivery, faster answers, faster healing. You know, but real life, real healing, real peace lives in the slow moments, in the unscheduled minutes, in the quiet between the chaos, you know? Stop and smell the roses sounds cliche, but it's ancient wisdom that we have lost touch with. Because in the pause, the sacred in between, is where healing begins. It's where your mind unclenches, your breath softens, your nervous system finally gets the message, we're safe now. In the pause, your soul remembers how to speak again. Your intuition gets louder and your clarity comes back. Here is where the juicy stuff comes in. Here is where the magic begins. Pausing interrupts autopilot, okay? It gives you the chance to choose instead of just react. It reconnects you to what actually feels real for you, not what others tell you to chase, not what others expect. And yes, the stillness can be uncomfortable. We have trained ourselves to avoid it, right? There's always someone to call, something to scroll, somewhere to be. But those tiny moments that you check in with yourself, they can change everything. You move with more clarity. You speak with intention. You're not just surviving the day, you're actually present for it, you know? And look, pausing doesn't ruin your schedule. People may think, oh, I don't have time to pause, right? But, you know, it doesn't throw off your day. It actually can make your day lighter, softer, and more aligned. What does a pause really look like? And honestly, it can look like anything too. Depends on what you need it to be, right? It can be a deep breath between your emails. It can be a few silent seconds before replying to that text that you did not feel ready for. A moment outside to let the sun touch your skin, the wind blow in your hair, and just remind you that you are still alive. It really does not have to be dramatic. It just has to be intentional. And when you begin to build this into your life, when the pause becomes part of your rhythm, it's transformative because you begin to live more authentically, right? More connected to what actually matters to you. In this world that just pushes us to keep going and going and going, sometimes it just silences our true inner feelings. We don't know what we actually feel anymore because we are just so overwhelmed by the chaos outside of us. So if you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or numb, the pause might be the exact medicine you need. Not to fix everything, but to finally feel everything, right? To stop running from yourself, to rebuild from the inside out. You have to start living again, okay? Go touch the grass, breathe some fresh air. Let yourself be undone by the breeze, okay? Let your body remember that life isn't meant to be a checklist. You're not a machine. You're a human being, not a human doing, right? So start to be more. Stop doing so much. But we forget this in a world full of screens, deadlines, and digital noise, right? It's hard not to. We forget it until we're halfway gone and don't know how to come back to ourselves. So this is a reminder. It is okay to pause, to just be, to do nothing, to sit in the silence and hear your own heartbeat again. Because in that pause, you don't lose momentum. You find your power and remember who the fuck you are. And that version of yourself, the one that breathes, reflects, and chooses with intention, they are the most powerful of them all, okay? You know, we just have to take a beat and just chill the hell out. Take a chill pill, you know? We don't have to keep going all the time, and we do feel pressured to do this, but you know, we just have to take a beat and you know, we can just find ourselves again. And that is all for this Mental Health Monday. As this wind blows through my hair and I make a dramatic exit, I just want to say thank you for spending time with me today. If something I said resonated, gave you a new perspective, or simply reminded you that you're not alone, then I'm doing what I came here to do. All right, and I feel good about myself. Healing doesn't follow a straight line, and none of us were meant to figure it out alone, okay? So until next time, be gentle with yourself, protect your peace, speak softly to your mind, and hold space for your heart. You are not broken, you are becoming. So if you enjoyed this quick little video for Mental Health Mondays, come join me next week on the next Mental Health Monday. All right, everybody, enjoy this beautiful day, get some nice vitamin D, and, you know, just live your life. Thank you again for joining me, and I will talk to all of you beautiful souls later. Mwah.